how did you get that footage of Diddy?
I figured most journalists would not disclose their sources.
If Sean Combs watches this, what do you think he's going to feel?
Like, wow, this is amazing. I think he's going to say this is the best documentary I've seen in a long time. My favorite villain? I kind of like Diddy.
There are no misconceptions about me.
A real leader never stands in the way of another person's success. Instead, they inspire, support, and help others rise.
Jay-Z's on a whole nother level. Like, I mean, you know, he's like, but you know what I like about 50? 50's on a whole nother level, but he's still approachable. You still get to meet the people and you know, Jay got to remember the people that made him. You know, I'm not saying I don't got respect. I respect Jay-Z, 50, used to respect, you know, Diddy, but all that crazy going on. But, you know, I always respected him because I looked at...
Reports suggest that Beyonce may be considering stepping back after 50 Cent announced plans for a second documentary examining people who have reportedly been connected to Sean Diddy Combs. According to online claims, Jay-Z and Beyonce were viewed by some as longtime supporters of Diddy behind the scenes, and many commentators believe the renewed attention could bring increased scrutiny. As speculation continues to grow, many are wondering whether Beyonce will remain by Jay-Z's side or quietly choose to distance herself from the spotlight and the entertainment industry altogether.
Give you the trophies. I got the checks. I didn't get the trophies. Like, Jay got all the trophies, man. That's because he signed that contract.
What contract?
One with Beyonce. If you don't sign, you don't give him a trophy, she ain't coming. Oh,
the Beyonce done ran down on you once, Fifth. Come on.
Oh, she did worse. She jumped off a thing, off the ledge. I was like, I didn't really know what to do. That's the Jay. If he says to Jay in his face, he'll look at you and go, nah, that happened.
So Beyonce jumped down on you.
She jumped down. She was like on a windowsill.
Right.
We was in Vegas. She said, come on, I'm talking to her. She jumped down. She was like, and I'm like, wait, what is she doing? That stuff, that's me and Jay-Z stuff. This ain't got nothing to do with you, girl. Don't come on.
So Hov wasn't there?
I'm talking to Jay.
Talking to Jay.
As soon as I talked to Jay, she jumped down, came over. I said, oh, look at this.
They about to jump you.
You lucky Solange wasn't there.
Yeah, you lucky Solange wasn't there.
Solange was there. I would have had the reboot. Huh? What?
So what did B say, or she was just staring at you?
Nah, she came like she was ready. Like I thought something was going to happen. And I'm like, yo, whoa. She's throwing me off now. Because I don't know exactly how to respond to this. You are still Beyonce. I'm sitting on this stuff going, she goes, what is this guy saying? I'm like, wait, what happened? I look at Jay, he goes.
According to online reports, Jay-Z was aware that 50 Cent might eventually shift his focus toward him, but many believe he did not expect the documentary series to include the kind of material now being discussed. As speculation continues to grow, some claim it may only be a matter of time before additional footage is released, allegedly showing private conversations involving Jay-Z and Sean Diddy Combs. 50 Cent has publicly hinted that more content could surface, and various reports suggest he possesses over 140 hours of footage that some believe could draw renewed attention to several influential figures within the hip-hop industry.
50 Cent coming out confirming that he does have more dirt on Diddy, that he didn't even get to put in the 4 episodes on the Netflix Diddy documentary. And since it's 50 Cent, it's so hard telling what in the world he all has, but he said this in reference to the video footage that he got of the man recording Diddy before Diddy went to jail. And on top of all of this, he said more people came forward to him with allegations that didn't even make it into this Netflix Diddy documentary. And he alluded that he is about to drop this all on YouTube. He sat down to explain some of this on the Sherry show yesterday, and she said, it shocked a lot of people to see this personal footage of Diddy. I know 50, the way you run. This cannot be all that you have. Is there other stuff that has not been shown? He said, yeah, well, there's some stuff that couldn't make it in because there was only 4 episodes in the Netflix Diddy documentary. And then Sherry asked 50 Cent, does this mean that there's going to be a part 2 of the Netflix Diddy documentary? And he said that he's just going to put it on YouTube. This was not the only time in this interview that this man said this. Like, he is sure on YouTube for whatever reason, and he was even laughing about it. And in my opinion, I feel like why he wants to put this on YouTube is because Netflix probably wouldn't let him put in certain things because of liability. I think this is one of the main reasons why some of the things weren't talked about in the Diddy documentary. But like I said, also, he is cut down to a certain amount of time. Netflix gave him 4 episodes, so he has to put everything in those 4 episodes. And she asked him, out of all of the people that were coming forward? Have there been any new tips that you have gotten since it's been released? He said, well, yeah, everyone starts to feel a little more comfortable when they see other people telling their.
Reports suggest that 50 Cent and Jay-Z have had a strained relationship for years, with some critics alleging that Jay-Z attempted to slow 50 Cent's career, efforts they believe only strengthened his determination and fueled his repeated comebacks. Now, many believe 50 Cent is prepared to respond, and some commentators speculate that Beyonce could also be pulled into the growing controversy because of her connection to Jay-Z. Supporters often point to the contrast between the two figures, with critics claiming Jay-Z has limited opportunities for others, while 50 Cent is widely recognized by his fans as someone who encourages talent, creates opportunities, and helps people succeed.
Jay-Z's on a whole nother level. Like, I mean, you know,
true.
he's like, but you know what I like about 50? 50's on a whole nother level, but he's still approachable. You still get to meet the people and you know, Jay got to remember the people that made him. You know, I'm not saying I don't got respect. I respect Jay-Z, 50, used to respect, you know, Diddy, but all that crazy going on. But, you know, I always respected him because I looked at, for New York, those were like the, you know, the guys. You know what I'm saying? The guys with the most money and the most influence. So with Jay is like, when the last time you haven't seen Jay. So I think people are just going to say that. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I mean, Jay, you know, you got to remember, he didn't want 50 at the Super Bowl. That was crazy. I'm like,
wait, Jay didn't want 50 at the Super
you didn't
Bowl?
know that? Yeah, he didn't want.
I remember Eminem pushed for it.
That was some haters. Yeah,
I remember Eminem was like, I'm not going to do it unless 50 does it. I heard that.
Yeah,
but I didn't know that Jay was trying to stop it.
I don't think Jay. I don't know. 50 never told me that, but I don't think Jay wanted him there. I don't know.
Because of what? Some of the.
I mean,
back
you
and
know,
forth,
it's competition. You got to think. 50 always been competition for Jay. Remember, I'm about $1. What the 50 Cent?
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
That was what 9. What was that? 9.
But after that, they did a song together. Remember the whole.
Of course, but 50 was always competition. Then remember Jay said, yo, 50's coming. He told Siegel and them and Memphis Bleak and all them.
Yeah.
And come on, 50's like, he's on a whole nother level. You got to remember, he came after Jay and Rockefeller. G-Unit came, and people might on G-Unit, but with Eminem, Dr. Dre, 50 Cent, nobody has outsold us, bro.
Yeah.
Nobody has had the effect.
According to claims circulating online, Jay-Z was reportedly present at some of Sean Diddy Combs' alleged private parties, where critics have also accused him of being unfaithful to Beyonce. Some reports further claim that Beyonce was aware of certain alleged events and chose not to intervene, while other unverified accounts even suggest she was present alongside Jay-Z and Diddy. Additional allegations state that Beyonce and Jay-Z were among a small group who allegedly knew about Diddy's behind-the-scenes activities but failed to take action. Critics argue that, rather than confronting the reported behavior, they helped protect Diddy from public accountability.
I said it, they're not here to defend themselves. Do you think the Carters will speak about any of this? About
Beyonce
what's going
is
on?
losing hundreds of thousands, millions of followers every day. And she still hasn't said anything. Just pretending like life is great in Paris.
Is it her place to say something?
I mean, probably not, considering she's going to be indicted for anything she would say. These are criminals. Diddy is a drug dealer, and so is Jay-Z. The proof is there. How many people does he have to be aware of before people see him for who he is?
It seems like these artists are trying to run away from their past. Diddy changed his name multiple times to say, that's not me. I'm trying to move beyond Diddy. I'm love now.
What kind of love? Baby oil love? Baby love? Explicit love, hey!
Many critics argue that one of the most controversial allegations surrounding this story is the claim that Jay-Z influenced Beyonce from a very young age and played a significant role in shaping the person she later became. Former music industry figure Gene Deal has publicly stated that some people within the industry were aware of claims that Jay-Z and Beyonce allegedly began their relationship when she was still underage. These allegations remain unverified, but critics argue that such circumstances could have affected how Beyonce viewed similar situations involving others. While none of these claims have been proven, they continue to fuel public debate over power, influence, control, and the possibility of exploitation within the entertainment industry.
People in the industry, been around for a long time, was there when he first started dating Beyonce at 17, 18, he was 30 something. You didn't know his age. When I look back and see how old Jay-Z was, I think Jay-Z was born in like 69 or 67, something like a 67 right there, 69. I think he was born in 69. Beyonce, they say she was born in 81. You understand? But back then in 81, when we was in the club together, 98, 99, she wasn't even supposed to be in the club, but she was in the club. It was Club Eugene's, and Jay was dating her. And at that time, if you look at Jay's age, he was about 30 years old. So, isn't she still somewhat a child? To me, she is. But I guess they protect child. That's how you protect a child. You know, dating her at the age of 30-some years old, and she's 17, 18 years old. If that's her true age. We really don't know her true age because Gabrielle Union said she went to junior high school with her, and Gabrielle Union is considered 6-7 years older than Beyonce age that she getting. So we really don't know.
To emphasize how serious some commentators believe these allegations are, certain critics have even claimed that Rihanna was among those affected by the alleged power dynamics surrounding Jay-Z, with additional accusations suggesting that Beyonce helped sustain that environment. These claims remain unverified, but they're frequently referenced by online commentators who argue that Beyonce and Jay-Z may be concerned about further public scrutiny. According to these narratives, if additional information were ever to emerge, more individuals could potentially come forward, increasing the attention and pressure surrounding both artists.
Warning us about Jay-Z. Jay-Z has now had an official lawsuit. It's everywhere. It's now being talked about louder than ever. I guess, does that give you some peace to know that people are finally really questioning this man?
It's emboldening me. I spoke on Piers Morgan. I said that I had 3 victims that I've been working with, victims of the Carters, that were ready to come forward. This might help them feel a little more confident now. So this is great because he's been evading. But the thing is, everyone in the backdrop knew that he was the celebrity John Doe. Everybody knew that. They knew it when I did Piers Morgan.
Is Beyonce celebrity B?
I hope to God not. But she was around. And she's very... she's got enough on her plate. After everything that happened with the election and everything that's happening right now, I'm not going to dump on that woman. She got better fish to fry.
Well,
what I will say is that her husband, she knows exactly who he is.
Yeah.
She knows.
Gene Deal has argued that both Jay-Z and Sean Diddy Combs understood the value of power, influence, and control long before the public fully recognized their positions within the industry. In his view, the biggest difference between them was how they operated. He described Diddy as outspoken, highly visible, and constantly in the spotlight, while portraying Jay-Z as someone who preferred to work quietly behind the scenes, building relationships in boardrooms and aligning himself with influential people who could provide support if challenges ever arose.
To me, man, is that Diddy used to hate Jay-Z. He hated Jay-Z enough when he was trying to get Ja Rule to go at Jay-Z. This is back in the early 2000s.
Did Diddy always say negative things about Jay around you?
The time he was trying to get Ja Rule to go at Jay, yeah, he was. They worked it out.
Was there a reason behind it?
I couldn't tell you the reason behind it. It's probably because Big had died. I don't know what it was, man. I don't know why he wanted Ja Rule to go at Jay. I guess if he kept them beefing or kept them into some bullshit, he could rise up in between both of them. You know what I mean?
It's definitely.
Gene Deal further claimed that this is one reason Jay-Z has rarely placed himself in situations that could easily damage his public image. According to his account, while Sean Diddy Combs built his influence by maintaining a highly visible presence and connecting with a wide range of people, Jay-Z reportedly followed a different approach, expanding his influence by limiting access, keeping a low profile, and carefully deciding who is allowed into his inner circle.
I know you heard the statement that, Jay lawyer came out with about how he wasn't really friends with Diddy. From your point of view, was they really friends or no?
How close was Diddy and Jay-Z? They was close enough that they wasn't playing basketball, they wasn't playing baseball, they wasn't playing football, and they wasn't playing hockey or soccer for Diddy to come on stage, pat him on his ass, and then make the statement to people in the world that can't nobody call me Sean but Jay-Z. Now, I don't know what kind of statement, and I can't say, I wish I could say half a homo, but I know I can't say it, but I don't know what kind of half a homo that is. And you trying to say that you're not close to somebody. You coming on stage, patting them on their ass, and then you making a broad statement to the public, can't nobody call me Sean but Sean Carter. And I heard Jay-Z said the same thing about them. But they were so close that they had matching white girls together. Because when they used to see each other, they used to say, yo, how your skinny white girl doing? He'd be like, yo, how your skinny white girl doing? So, I guess that's a certain type of...
According to some online commentators, placing their trust in Sean Diddy Combs may have been one of the biggest mistakes Jay-Z and Beyonce allegedly made. Various reports and unverified claims also suggest that Diddy eventually turned against people within his own circle, including, according to some accounts, his own legal team, further adding to the growing controversy. Critics argue that Diddy has often been portrayed as someone who prioritized protecting himself, even if those around him were left to deal with the consequences.
With Jay, the part with Jay, I go, oh shoot, like
That's right. To us, black excellence.
that had to be there.
We getting tighter. You know what I'm saying? And united we stand. And ain't nothing else.
Black excellence, they're sitting there like, yeah. It's a billionaire brunch. Like,
I hate you, man.
Unaware of anything going on here. This is the one time I'm gonna be with you this year. Yeah. Come on, bro. Look, when Jay signed his contract, the big one was with Beyonce. When he signed that contract, the marriage contract, he got trophies. Now those trophies, those fucking trophies came rolling in, buddy. He started getting Grammys left and right, man. I mean, look, if you look at his career,
You're gonna let him say that? Jay was getting Grammys.
He had one.
Exactly.
He had one.
And he ain't show up.
He had like 20 now.
Oh, Lord.
He had like 18 since he been down. Look, he had one, bro. Hard Knock Life.
You're not wrong.
He was one. He got them shits. He started drinking. His pictures with him like, things the cup.
Wait a minute. So you're saying the success is derived from the marriage?
I've absolutely been treated differently.
The accolades. Because he's no longer viewed as what, like a street or gangster rapper. Now he's viewed as a businessman, entrepreneur, family man.
And the biggest ones because of the position Beyonce's.
According to online reports, Jay-Z is reportedly exploring legal options, including a possible cease and desist request, in an effort to stop the release of a documentary said to focus on him. Some claims suggest that he and Sean Diddy Combs believe 50 Cent obtained the footage improperly, while counterclaims argue that the material was acquired through legitimate channels. According to these accounts, 50 Cent allegedly learned that Diddy had been filming content for a future documentary, and when a reported payment dispute arose with members of the production team, an opportunity allegedly emerged for the footage to be legally purchased.
Really screwed over Mark Agnifilo. I gotta say, this is awful that Diddy owes his life to Mark Agnifilo, literally his life, because he could have gotten life in prison were it not for Mark Agnifilo, his defense lawyer, who had a brilliant strategy. And Diddy screwed him over when he hired this videographer to chronicle his life without telling Mark Agnifilo that when Diddy and Mark were on the phone, this videographer was recording what Mark clearly expected to be an attorney-client privileged relationship. Now, it is true that the client holds that privilege. The lawyer doesn't. But Mark's clear expectation was that this was a private conversation. These were private conversations, and that he and Diddy could talk openly, and Mark could talk to Diddy not just as a client, but as a person, and try to guide him in a time leading up to his arrest. And unbeknownst to Mark Agnifilo, Diddy has got this guy recording the conversation as he's sitting there saying, "You are screwing this up. You are messing up this case. We're losing." And knowing that that's on tape. And it's almost like he's performing for the camera and not telling Mark what's going on.
There is growing online speculation that Beyonce and Jay-Z's marriage could face serious challenges if the documentary is eventually released. Some commentators claim that Beyonce has reached a turning point, believing that the ongoing controversies and allegations surrounding Jay-Z continue to affect the reputation she has spent years building. Throughout her career, she has worked to maintain a strong public image and preserve the trust of her audience. Although she previously chose to move forward with Jay-Z after his publicly acknowledged infidelity, some reports suggest that this situation is being viewed as far more serious and difficult to overcome.
Yo, Bonds, yo, man, yo, how 50 get, blah, 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 yo, Puff, take this out on that. Let me explain something to y'all. All right, whether it's NDAs, whether it's whatever. When these young boys come in, first of all, he only deal with young videographers because he want to rob them, and he know that they want the opportunity to follow Puff Daddy, P. Diddy. They want that opportunity. So they get him at a low price anyway. But when you stay out so many hours a day, Puff wants a videographer with him 24 hours a day on call. Whether we on a yacht, whether we on a ship, wherever we at, he wants to videotape that, right? So now, they come to agreement. They come to whatever the pay is going to be. But then it be so many hours on that invoice that he don't want to pay. He gets in touch with the office. He gets in touch with the chief of staff. Yo, what is this I'm paying? What is this I'm paying? You know what you paying. You was outside all of these hours. It's 160 something hours in a week. You was outside 140. That's the invoice he put in. So now, being if you got a contract and he don't stand to that contract, guess what happens? He could do whatever he want to do with that footage. So now that footage goes to the highest bidder. And 50 had to be the highest bidder to get there. Yo, this is business. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't in love with you. Everybody ain't dedicated. Everybody ain't loyal to the point of stupid.
Some critics have described Beyonce and Jay-Z's relationship as deeply complicated, pointing to long-standing allegations and public controversies that have surrounded them over the years. Jay-Z has faced unverified claims regarding the early stages of their relationship, while his own public admission of past infidelity has continued to fuel debate and criticism. Although many of these allegations remain unproven, they have kept the couple under intense public scrutiny and continued to spark conversations about influence, trust, and power within the entertainment industry.